Hey guys, Phil here, just putting out a fresh episode. We literally recorded this today with Brian Pealow, who owns Pealow's Your Independent Grocer in Creston, British Columbia. So Kenny and I happened to be in town to teach um, the the market readiness course that we've been doing, and we got a chance to walk the store with Brian, and he was gracious to do this. Surprise, surprise, he is good friends with Peter Boyd, who owns Your Independent Grocer in Kelowna. Peter, don't be angry. We love you. We love you. We love you. Don't be angry. Keep listening.
Hey, welcome to This Commerce Life, an unscripted podcast that focuses on the stories behind small and independent Canadian retail and Canadian CPG.
What we try and do is deliver or pull out the story of our guests and give them to you. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly of retail and CPG in Canada. We're filling a need because we think that retail is hard on the best of days, but it's also a wonderful, wonderful place to grow up and make your living.
We also think that the industry, nor the people that inadvertently find themselves in the industry, really understand the industry at all. They don't really understand what goes on behind the scenes.
So listen to us, Phil and Kenny. We'll unravel it for you. We'll give you the story. We'll give you the story behind the story.
So these guys are out of the neighborhood.
Yeah, they're all out of here, so we'll get into the peak stuff isn't from here. So all this is out of the US. But this is all because we're really big in outdoors and everything.
Yeah.
These do phenomenal. They do phenomenal.
Listen, I'm actually a huge fan, right? Because even if you travel a lot,
Yep.
be able to take this stuff. You get on a plane,
Yep.
2 cups of hot water, right? And then you're
going?
into
A lot of it's so.
Yeah.
Me personally, I do a ton of outdoors, hunting, camping, motorcycling, all that kind of stuff. So
Peak's not local though, is it?
no, it's out of States.
Yeah, I thought so.
And out of all of them that I've tried, and I've tried everything out there, these guys by far are the best.
Yeah, because all the mountain equipment co-op stuff is like.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing. It
Right?
tastes like home cooking.
Yeah.
What's nice about this, if you're going off road though, if you're going into the sticks,
yeah.
like hunting, like you don't want to
Yep.
carry a lot of weight. Like you want to bring back a lot of weight. You don't want
That's
to be
right.
carrying a lot of
Yeah.
But
weight.
listen, you go on an overnight flight, like you're gonna go to Asia.
Yep.
Yeah,
You can pack one of these.
yeah.
Get 2 cups of hot water on the plane. You're swear.
Yep. You're done.
When I go,
No.
I used to go for business. I'd make them put me in business class. I
Yeah,
didn't have to carry the
I'm
shit.
just saying for us ordinary people.
Oh, for those
Yeah,
people.
for us
Oh,
ordinary
okay.
Yeah.
For the
people,
regular
we
folks,
don't
I
wanna
get it.
fly.
Yeah.
Even like a lot of
Right.
times saying hotel rooms because I'm not a huge fan of the continental breakfast and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I'm
It
thinking
has
of- yeah.
it has the milk in it already.
Yeah.
You just add cold water, done.
Like seriously, you know what? I like that idea too.
Yeah, they're
Love it.
wicked.
Love
We
it.
need somebody in, and I mean it's kind of, there's a cat in a bag somewhere with it. Somebody needs to do this stuff.
Tanya's working on it.
You know what?
Yes.
I think
She's
you
got
should
the
talk to
freeze-dried
Tanya.
eggs already.
That's right.
So
I think
she's
this is
kinda
something that
right
you guys
on,
gotta. Yeah.
right
So
on
I
the
sit on the
cusp of it,
board
right?
of that. I don't
okay.
know if she mentioned it. So I'm on the board
She might
of
have.
Fields
Yeah.
Forward.
Yeah.
Well, we're here because she told us to come here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she did.
right on.
But I think they have access to retail.
Look
Totally.
at it.
It's
You're
so hard.
already-
How hard is it? This is like Kelowna, like
we're
Peter.
almost there.
Yep.
We're almost there
Yeah.
already, right?
Yep.
We got the eggs already. So
No, I'm
Well,
dead
and even
serious,
right?
so these
Yeah.
guys are out of Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We
Yeah.
know these guys.
And they got
Yeah.
cheese.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's probably a bunch of familiar brands in here, and maybe some stuff that you haven't seen yet, like Pickle Patch. So
That I hadn't seen.
If we
No, I
had
hadn't
time,
seen-
I could take you and show you the farm, but it's down on the flats. So driving, if you came down the summit,
No, we flew in because I didn't want
you
to do
flew-
Summit.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
had a feeling this time of year,
Yep.
like it's
Oh,
and
yeah.
mostly on. You're not. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
an even split either.
Yeah.
And apparently got like 30 centimeters last night or some
Oh, yeah,
stupid
yeah,
thing. So I'm not.
it's
I'm not
just-
driving that.
It's just
In the
dumping.
summer, it's the shits
It's dumping. Yeah.
with people how they drive on that
Yep.
road.
Yeah, so they
So
they
where
grow
on the flats?
They
Like,
grow everything on the flats.
by the
so,
bridge?
When you go to the bridge, if you go south,
Okay.
then they've got a little tiny sign outside. Huge volume. They do.
Really?
You would look at it and you'd be like, there's no way. I don't even think we have everything in their catalog.
What I was impressed with, the cutting of the carrots is perfect.
Yep.
Perfectly packed. Usually, like eggs like this look like shit.
Yep.
Like these
Yeah,
look
they really
actually
do.
edible. Like
Yep.
the dead
Yeah.
cert, like that actually looks like something.
Well,
I'd even go,
usually
you know
it
what?
looks
I could do that.
cloudy, it
Yeah.
looks-
And this pickled beet. I mean, if I wasn't flying
I was just gonna ask you, when do you guys fly out?
Thursday morning,
Thursday
crack of
morning.
dawn.
Oh well, you got time.
I don't want to check a bag.
Yeah. Well, you need something to munch on over the next couple of days, anyways.
Yeah.
So when we finish, if there's some things you guys want to try out, by all means.
We try
let me
stuff,
know.
we buy
Thank
stuff.
you.
We don't.
We
We
buy.
don't. We don't take
We
from.
buy.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it.
And then
Love the
Swan
honey.
Valley honey, I'm sure you're familiar
Yeah.
with. So we have these. We actually have their full lineup. So over at the Tills, we have a little
The wood thing.
two footer, yeah, the wood thing. So we brought their candles in. Our top selling
Oh,
candle
lovely.
in the store is their candle.
Really?
Really?
Yep. And then all their little travel stuff, smaller things,
Yeah.
we put near the tills. Get amazing turns on it, and then naturally the other stuff.
The best thing Loblaws did was let you guys have gigs,
Totally.
right?
Yeah,
Where you
totally.
got to cater to the community.
Yep.
Like you
and
get
that's
it.
really it. And
You're-
I mean, there's people that don't. Their style, but the people like Peter and myself,
Totally.
who it's important for us to
Totally.
do that.
But it's
Yeah,
important
really
for the community. It's
Absolutely.
important, period.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
And then we do things too. So I'm gonna say it, I guess officially now.
Okay.
So us and Jeff and Amanda, the owners
Yeah.
of Swan Valley Honey, are partnering up to do our own branded honey.
Wow.
Fantastic.
So under our names.
Oh, wow.
So it'll be Honeybee Zen and Pealow's Independent Grocer partnering up to do our own blend of honey, and a portion of sales and proceeds are going to go back to supporting local
Wow.
community.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Good
we'll
for
pick
you.
it.
Fantastic.
We're basically ready to launch.
Good
they're,
for you.
They're coming in. We're going to be ready to roll by Christmas.
Wow.
And it'll be our own branded thing. We'll go super, super, super big.
Good for you.
Yep.
Yeah, you need inventory too.
Yeah,
selling,
crazy,
obviously, eh?
Crazy turns on this.
When that happens, you should hit us up. We'll throw
give you a
on
free plug.
YouTube.
Okay.
You come
You get a
online,
free
we'll
plug.
do a quick
Honestly, it's
10,
like
15 minute
15
video.
minutes, we'll just
That's it.
throw it on, and,
Yep,
then-
awesome.
and it'll go out to YouTube. So
Cool.
everyone
We
can
do this for Peter too, because
Yeah.
same thing,
Yeah.
we love him. I mean, we love what you guys do. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like,
see. Yeah.
love the
Oh, Peter
independence.
comes on whenever he wants.
Oh, Peter just
Yeah.
says he's coming
It's
on.
just that he's
He does, he
coming
pings
on
up,
every
come on. Oh, okay, Pete.
Okay.
Cool.
It's your
And then-
podcast, apparently, so whatever
Yeah,
you want.
that's right.
Whatever makes you
That's
happy.
your-
Yeah, and I'm more than happy to. If you guys have anything you ever think that I can
Okay.
add to, then I would
Yeah.
love
You
to.
tell us.
Yeah, yeah.
I have something to add. That's all it's
Yeah.
going to take. You're
Yeah.
in. Done.
Okay.
Love
And-
this. Love the look.
No, I love it.
Nice look. Seriously. Like, the labels is even nice. They did a nice job.
Yeah, they did a very
Really nice job.
And it's husband and wife. Husband and wife. It's their farm. They grow everything. They package. They pickle. They do.
Maybe we should take a run down to the flats and just take a look at it. I know it's probably not much to see. It's like farm, but that's very cool.
Yeah, you'll see a little tiny sign and a building, and
That's
their
it.
house, and
That's
then it's
awesome.
all farmland.
Yeah.
Those
but
eggs
yeah,
are
it's-
spectacular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they really do.
They look really good.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Wow.
Okay, where
How are
else,
you
young
guys?
man?
Good. Well, we'll do the loop.
Let's go.
So we'll
Let's do
we'll
it.
head back
Let's
here
go.
and
How long you been doing this?
we just turned 7.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Yep. November 3rd, we turned 7.
And
Okay.
before this?
I've always done this.
Always in grocery?
Always in grocery ever since I was 16, and then through university I kept with it. Johnny, how are you, buddy? Good. Thistle Farm, another local garlic producer.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so we
Pretty.
carry their garlic as well, fresh garlic, and they do something really unique with us,
Escape, eh?
where they.
Escape salt. Look at this.
I know,
Oh,
I saw
shaker.
that.
It's crazy, man.
Wow.
So they sell us fresh garlic, so not dehydrated, not anything, just out of the ground. Still has all the water weight in it, and So we're first to season on garlic.
That's
because
awesome.
We do it like that, and tons and tons and tons go flying out the door. Yeah,
Nothing
it
like
is-
fresh
it
garlic.
is absolutely spectacular.
Nothing like fresh
how
garlic.
well
Wow.
it does. Yeah, so there's Kip and his family, and same thing down on the flats. They have a garlic farm, all organic. They do their thing, and they do it very, very well too.
Kenny does this everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
And Peter's story did the same thing.
Except I gave Peter shit.
You need the,
Face your
the
goddamn
picture.
store.
That's right. Yeah.
Jesus. What is this?
You don't have to do that. Kenny will get to that.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, how do you buy it if I can't see the price?
You're right.
My God. Come on, people.
How was vacation, Johnny?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, wicked. I'll catch up with you in a bit.
It's a habit. I can't break it.
Yeah, so once,
I like that.
yeah, and down the road too, like when we get kicked into high gear, I mean, this whole alley is all local produce from Creston.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
for you.
it's nuts. We go outside with it, like it is crazy.
That's
awesome.
Basically, so what I try to do is I try to have, and it's not all one farm. We try to spread it around a little bit. We essentially have our own farmers market here 7 days a week.
That's good, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, it's community.
Yeah. A lot of so every Saturday we have a farmers market here in town.
Yeah.
And a lot of the vendors that are there
Are also here.
are in here too. So just part of their growth plan where that's where they started.
Yeah.
Or some of them started with an idea, and then we've just slowly built them up. Say, go to the farmers market, test it, see volume, get some feedback about your
Yeah.
product. Next jump is into here,
right.
and then from there we've gotten them into multiple
Lovely.
other independents.
Lovely.
So then if they can stick with us, our brand, we can grow their portfolio too. And
Love
It's
it.
important work, right?
Love it.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of these
Yeah.
guys, they have no idea what they're getting themselves
Yep.
into.
Yeah, and a lot will want to make the big leap
Yeah.
and haven't done things like cost analysis and
That's usually where we get.
Barcodes, UPC codes.
To me, it's always
costing.
costing. They never get the retail
Marketing
right.
co-op.
They
What's
double
marketing
they
co-op?
double their margin. You're thinking, guys,
Yeah,
to get
come
into
on.
retail, you got to do like 3-4 times.
Yep.
Because you guys want
Yep.
percentages.
Yeah.
That's
Potentially
right.
need a distributor. Maybe you need some co-op or
Yep.
scans or
Yep.
it doesn't take long to chew money
Yeah,
out of you.
well, and I always tell them too is be honest, and the way to find out honesty is to ask non-friends and non-family members. But is your product even any good?
Right.
So people
I love
will lie
farmers
to you
market.
all day long
Yeah.
and tell you that you have the best
Yeah.
whatever pickles on
Yeah.
the planet.
What else is
But-
Mom going to say?
That's right. So
Mom
get
going
out
to tell you
there.
your pickles?
Yep.
Even Brian, anything you do, Mommy says is good.
That's right.
Good or not.
Yeah, that's right.
No, it's cool.
So rolling
It's
into
lovely,
here,
eh?
this is one of our first fresh ones. So Kootenai Meadows, everyone knows their milk.
Yeah, the
Uh,
chocolate milk.
That's right.
Oh man, that chocolate milk. So we added, we Kootenai Co-op. We stopped in. We did a tour with Dirk. That chocolate milk was
unbelievable.
off the charts.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Oh my God. Where are they? They're
They're here somewhere.
They're here.
no? Yeah.
is it
yeah.
just, it's in the
Yeah.
valley here, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
So again,
I was hoping it was West Kootenai. I was trying to take ownership of it. Bloody East Kootenai's all, I always got to sneak in a good one.
so I'm
like that.
from Ontario as well, and cheese curd is really, really popular
Yeah.
back there. So when I moved here, I was on the owner saying, "You gotta make cheese curd." Like
Please,
there's
for the
so
love of
many
God.
people out here from back
Yeah,
east.
yeah.
And then finally they did it. So we got
That's
it in.
awesome.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Phenomenal product.
Yeah, their chocolate milk was.
The chocolate milk was
Oh, it's
really
deadly.
good. Really good.
And then roll one of our newer ones, and same thing, seeing excellent volume out of here is Crooked Horn Ranch. So local ranch, they grow the Texas Longhorns.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay.
so same gig, you can go out, you can see the Longhorns in the fields.
Okay, you have to point us in the direction.
This time of year, I don't know where they are. So
Oh.
they have multiple locations. Same thing, I mean, it's going to be really repetitive, but excellent movement on it.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Super unique. I mean, everyone knows the Texas Longhorns.
Absolutely.
And then you go, now you can get their
Yeah.
meat products.
Yeah.
So we sell them in dried and cured and everything. And then we also have some of their ground meat and everything over in the meat department.
Cranberry
So,
pepperoni,
oh,
blueberry
man,
pepperoni.
They're They're
See, that's a problem.
so good.
We just
I
finished
could
eating,
fill
and I'm
a
hungry.
Santa sack for you guys
my
and send you
God.
home.
We'll come back.
Yes,
We'll
yeah,
come
you
back
have
when we're
to.
driving.
So now we hit the back and we hit all the rest of the stuff.
Okay.
So like I said, every single aisle. So out of Slocan Valley,
Love it.
they're pretty popular throughout the valley too.
Yep.
So we got some chocolate, some vegan chocolate, kind of a little bit of everything. Excellent company to deal with. Yeah, just I can't say enough about any of these local vendors.
I love the fact you support them more than anything. Good for you.
Yeah, and then another garlic one, organic. All they do is powder, and is our top selling garlic powder in the entire store, even versus everything you would find in line.
All the big guys.
Yep.
You should take a picture. Well, if you take a picture, that we'll send them to Peter too, because
Yeah.
Pete support loves.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, Kelowna, Creston, it's all local.
Yep.
We're gonna make BC all local.
Yep. So same gig. It's grown in Creston. Doesn't leave the valley. Throughout the whole supply chain, and then comes here, and again it's family farm.
That's
Husband
awesome.
and wife owns it, and they got one product. They do it extremely well.
That's all you need to do, though, right?
Yeah. Which is
Trying to figure out how we're gonna get to Peter. Geez, Peter, how come you don't do as well as Brian?
No,
Guy really
that's
steps
exactly
up and supports.
what I
Like,
was just
when are
gonna
you going to
say.
support?
What I was just going to say
Oh, we're
is,
gonna have to get him.
you know
You'll
what we
have
can
to.
do? We can tag him on Instagram and go, Peter,
Oh yeah.
Brian has nicer displays.
Yeah, what's
than you."
with you, man? I
know
thought
what
you were
I
the
mean?
rock star. I think
Tiny
Brian's the
little
new rock
guy.
star.
He will love it.
No.
He'll call me right away.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
you were in the minor leagues. Now we're in the
Yeah.
big leagues.
That's
I
it,
got
yeah.
it now.
We are the
I
big
thought
leagues.
you were like the big gun,
These fall over all the time.
the big gun of Yig, and oh man,
So-
I think you're full of it.
These guys are where
Garlic
you start to heat
syrup.
things up. So Stoke the Fire out of Rebel Stoke.
Yeah.
Known very well for their hot sauce. I'm going to put a plug, if you like hot sauce, their bear spray.
Bear
is
spray.
unbelievable how
Okay.
good it is.
Okay.
And then we actually just started carrying this too. So they came out with a garlic syrup. Naturally, it falls off
Yeah.
of here
What's
all
it
the time.
like?
So we lay it
Like, what do
down.
you do with it?
Use it in cook. I mean, it's so versatile. You put it on salad. You can cook with it. You can so we'll put it in my household. We'll put it on salad. We'll take baguettes and roast them in the oven, bake them in the oven, and we'll drizzle that
Oh,
on
okay.
top.
Okay.
Yeah, just anything that you want to give a garlic flavor to
Right.
as a finishing. It's
Really,
so
eh?
you can drink it straight. Like it is so good.
Love it.
And everything they've done, like every single hot sauce is great. That bear spray,
spray?
bro,
Seriously, eh?
it is so delicious.
Who does your thing? Is this you, or is this from?
No, well,
Above.
I get so some of them I've done.
Yeah.
Adding the stickers and logos and everything like that is what we've added in. So I get.
No, I like it. That's,
yeah.
yeah.
I get our local guy, Rook Design, to do them. So, like I said, as much business locally that I can.
Listen,
I
Even
try
your
to.
local guys are better than Peter's local guys.
wow. I'm telling you, man, Peter was up on the list pretty high.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. It seems to be going sideways.
And then again, so another spice, but so we
Oh,
kicked over.
Let's not skip
So
anybody.
Kickin' Joe's is next. So Kickin' Joe's, another local guy. He's got a little bit more of that backwoods, redneck, outdoorsy hunting sort of
Love it.
feel to it. So a lot of his, I mean, even his logo, his story.
Yeah.
He's one of the ones that started when I first moved here, and we bought the business. He was in farmers market, and I met him at the food expo in Cranbrook, and we started chatting and got him into here, and then got him in the store and expanded from there.
That's
Sorry, just
awesome.
gonna give
No,
her
do your thing, do your thing.
Yeah, do your thing.
I really like these display ideas, to be
I don't
honest
know,
with you.
Peter. I think you're in trouble.
Come on. Oops.
Sorry.
No. We're in your way. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's cool too. Iron skillet.
No, I really like it.
The packaging is interesting. Sorry.
No, it's all. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very what do you call it? Farmers market, but it's nice. It's not a bad look.
I actually
Tells you what it is.
I actually don't mind
I like
it.
it. I'm okay with it.
Like I like the.
No, I like it.
Yeah, so then another local one.
I mean, not fancy dancy packaging, but it's nice. It still looks okay.
Yeah,
No,
and
it
that's
looks good.
kind of the idea of is it's pantry
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
You go to the pantry, you grab something that's
Yeah.
not loud and yellow or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just there it is.
Just what it is. I
There
like it.
is. Yeah. Awesome. I'll show
Wow.
you some other
Geez,
cool
buddy,
stuff.
honestly,
guys.
you
Yeah.
look like a bomb head.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
moly.
Oh yeah.
Like, seriously.
We're leaving all this in for Peter. Maybe we'll send him the episode.
Oh, this is going to Peter ASAP.
Peter.
We'll go.
You can send him the unedited version.
Yeah, there you go.
Pete, we got to get this up so fast that we. Okay,
Another
we
one
know
of-
these guys. This is when we were in.
Yes.
When we were in Kootenai, I didn't know we did wheat in the province, like commercially.
Yep.
I knew we did wheat, but not to put in bags and wheat.
All
Who knew?
all heirloom stuff. Not a
I
lot
know.
of people.
I didn't know we had it.
So the connection with these guys. So I mean, they're here in Creston.
Yeah.
I know the family extremely well to the point where Ben, actually the owner, I've actually gone out and milled flour with them.
Oh, how cool is that?
So this is how dedicated they are to local and helping Canadians. So when COVID hit and you couldn't buy flour
Right.
in any grocery store,
right.
myself and the owners, Ben and Claudia, so I'd work all day long here. They would work all day long farming. We would meet up in the evening and we would spend another... Hi.
Just a quick thing. The towel dispenser in the men's washroom on that far is not.
Okay,
Nothing's
awesome.
coming
Thank you.
out.
Yeah, awesome. We would get together and almost do, say, 20-hour days, 7 days a week, milling flour to send out to about 80 stores in Canada.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, so we were able to have all of our stores still have flour when the rest of the country couldn't get it. And they just flipped the switch. They sourced wheat. Yeah, we hooked up mills.
That's good,
and,
though. I mean, honestly,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's,
they were just dedicated to making
step
sure
up.
that people were comfortable. So, I mean, I can't say enough about them. They're absolutely phenomenal people, and
super
tons.
cool.
I mean, tons of different heirloom
Yeah.
grains and kind of on and on and on.
Yeah. Wow. Very cool.
And I always tell people too, like if they say, well, what's the one thing that I should try out? Pancake and waffle
Really?
mix.
Really,
If
eh?
Oh
you
wait,
like,
we heard that. Dirk said the same
Dirk
thing.
said the same.
it
Yeah.
is. It will change your
Dirk said the same.
breakfast menu at
Really?
your house. It's so good. They're hearty. They're filling.
I don't know if I've seen this in the Lower Mainland, you know.
You haven't. You have.
Kootenai
saw-
Co-op is the first place we saw
We
it.
saw the Ferrero brothers.
Yeah,
as
Yeah.
well.
well, it's trail again. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same. It's this. It's
Yeah,
the little
yeah.
south part here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Where-
Yep. There's some bakeries in Vancouver that use their product.
Sorry.
They don't brand it though. That's the only thing.
Um,
So it's branded their own bakery and baked good products, but they use
like
these
it.
guys.
Okay.
You know what I like most about Matt LeBeau?
What do you like most?
I like Matt. Matt to me is sort of truly like a Canadiana. You know, like if you're thinking of ever finding somebody that truly understood the country, the dynamics of like stay within our industry, with the dynamics of our industry, how to deal with picky retailers, picky vendors, picky suppliers, how to manage people in a calm, cool, collected manner. Someone who can truly get behind you and your brand, someone who knows how to speak to retailers, just been around a long time, really, really gets the game. I mean, I was really lucky. I got to work with Matt on numerous brands in the old days. For him, it would probably been pretty new because we were just getting into a lot of the non-conventional type product. And for me, you know, between him and a few of the people he worked with, like what a resource. Like what a resource. I mean, it was such a time for me to learn, and I just loved learning from Matt.
And I think
if you're a brand and you're wondering, what the heck Matt does, some of the things that he does, right? So he helps you figure out how to work with retailers so that he's got a really strong retailer base. He works with all the major grocery chains out there, the natural food chains, the independent guys. So if you're a brand that needs to get connected to retailers, he's a guy that not only can do the connecting, but he'll actually give you an assessment of how strong your offering is and how likely it is that retailers are going to want you. So I think those are kind of two very valuable
Those are
things.
huge.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
And I think the other one is he's got really good distributor relationships, right? So he's got, he works with UNFI, with Purity Life, with Indigo, with Pure Source, with Cisco,
With Horizon, it's
Horizon,
on and on and
Satow, like
on.
you name it,
Everybody.
right? Like, so he's he's connected to all these folks. And so he, when you work with Matt and his team at LeBeau, this is what you get, right? You get a really strong customer base. You get a team that's going to tell you how compelling your offering is. And then he also has really strong distributor relationships. I think the other really neat one that Kenny and I just discovered is Matt also has a food service team.
Yeah, I never knew that.
And that's interesting, right? So if you're thinking about restaurants or hotels or cafeterias, catering companies, food service distributors, Matt and his team at LeBeau have all of those things that they can bring you. So if you're interested, head to www.lebeauexcel, that's LEBEAUEXCEL.com, LeBeau Excel, and check out Matt and his team to see if they're the right folks for you.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely.
No, it's great. So I honestly, I didn't even know we did it in our province.
Yeah.
I really didn't.
Castle sourdough,
Yeah.
very, very popular.
Yeah.
Mitchell soup,
Mitchell
very,
soup is
very
huge.
popular.
Yeah.
This is a really, really cool one here. Got our own coffee.
Hey,
man.
look at you. Big shot.
That's cool.
So we parked. So Lark Coffee Roasters is here in Creston.
Yeah.
Um,
P-E. Look at that spelled.
yep.
Yeah, no, I love it.
That's good, man.
Yeah. So we did our own. We got our own dark and medium. For whole bean coffee, it's the top selling whole bean coffee in the store.
Because you're not allowed to buy anything.
That's right. Yeah, you have to buy Pealows, but
I just think it's amazing that you guys are. Oops, I put it in the wrong spot. I'll give you shit for that, and then I do the same. No, you guys really. I mean, between you and Peter, I mean, honestly, you guys really. Fuck, you guys really do the local thing. Like, you guys should be really proud of yourselves. Like, in all honesty, like. Yeah, I mean, wow.
Well, and what I tell people too is there's being committed to your community, and then there's being committed in a phony way. If you support your community by just bringing in the product and selling it and making money off of it, to me that's a little bit phony.
That's the least you should do.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Doing those things where you go out to help product development and
Yes.
work in.
Teach them a little bit. Okay,
Teaching
this is
them
how you
how
have
to
to
get
cost.
the
retail.
You know
Yep,
what?
that's
And
right.
not be always on the greedy side. Is let
Yep.
them make some money so they can continue to do
That's
this, so
right.
we can continue to have it on the shelves.
Yeah, so what, like, my strategy here is I actually take less of a gross profit on local product in my store to try to drive volume
Good.
for them. So then they can do all that research and development
Yeah.
growth.
Yeah.
They can have a day off or pay themselves a salary
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever
Imagine
it
getting
might
paid.
be. That's right. Yeah, so and I tell them, like, just let's get in and get it going, and then we'll build things from there. So.
Well, I think the only thing is, and we said the same thing with Peter, is as long as they know that, like, your parent banner and then all the other big banners won't do what you did.
That's right.
Right? Like, that's the only thing, right? Because these guys still need to know, like, I mean, they should know that you're helping them.
Yep.
And then the other part is,
Yeah.
they should know that part, right? Because that part of our world is pretty ruthless about
Totally.
what they want.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
So,
Yeah, and a lot of times it doesn't make room for these guys.
yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
allow for it.
Yep.
Plus, it's all the back end.
Yep. Yeah,
right?
totally. Yeah,
well,
totally.
listen,
And
like
that's your problem.
Like you take less margin and then you put it on a secondary display.
How do you lose? Like,
You
they
know,
can't lose.
You get into a normal store and it's
No,
like
no.
you went in line.
Yep.
We marked you up like $4,
Yep.
right? And you're
Yeah.
kind of like,
Well, then there's listing fees, the
what
co-op,
happened,
the
right?
terms.
Like, why isn't it selling it? Well,
Yeah.
look, like,
Well,
it doesn't,
so-
like,
Because I'm
it
1999.
doesn't
Yeah.
pop off shelf
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
and you know, like,
And that's the
it's-
thing
it's,
too is you can go to competitors of ours that carry the exact same product, and you look at the price difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And believe me, I mean, it gets called out all the time.
Yeah.
And it's just that thing is we can make money on the other stuff and sell
Yeah.
volume on the other stuff. Let's give some to these local
But I think
businesses
they
who
all
are
should
trying
do
to
that.
grow.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what? But
Absolutely.
but it doesn't even happen. I mean, your above is finally cluing in. So we met two people who are talking about the local
the local
programs
programs.
within
Yeah.
the whole banners,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And you know, because mind me, you know, I've heard the story.
Yep.
Do it. Stop
That's
talking
it.
about it.
Yep,
Because I
that's
said
it.
your stores are doing it, the
Yep.
good stores.
Yep.
And if you guys don't do this, who else is going to support the community? Like, you know what?
Nobody.
Folgers will sell coffee all day. They don't
That's
need your
right.
help.
Yep.
Smuckers has got more money than God.
Yep.
Help these guys out.
Yeah.
These guys pay the tax to your community,
Yeah.
do the rinks, they're
That's
in
right.
school. This is the stuff you need to support.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
right.
great.
This is amazing.
This is great.
Yeah, and then we come here.
Let's
So
give the dogs a little something.
yeah, so
Oh, that's
local
cool.
guy again. In this case, takes elk antlers, cuts them up,
Yeah.
and
Fantastic.
price point too versus what you would get these at anywhere
right.
else is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
So it's done very well for him and I mean
for you guys.
Yeah, you don't
'Cause
see
nobody
that
loses.
stuff, and yeah.
in
awesome.
the GTA, so in Toronto, this would be this price point.
Yep.
That would be that price point.
Yep. Yeah,
Nobody
that-
buys those ones because it's
That would be
Because that's the price
another
point down
double.
below.
Yeah.
That would be another double. And then I wonder if we have any left, and I'll show you guys the other branding thing that we did.
I think I might have to text Peter when you get in the car.
Say, he's
But
coming
yeah,
for
you
you.
know.
Oh man, we're sold out.
What was it?
So me and three businesses, well, me and two other businesses. So the Kokanee Ford in town,
Yeah.
Dairy Queen, and myself,
Yeah.
as well as Rook Design, the same ones that helps me with my signs and everything. Created our own brand. Usually I'm wearing it. Today I'm not. I don't know why. But we came up with our own clothing line. And it's Support Creston. So it's got some mountains. It says local. It's got Creston, our establishment, and all
That is
that kind
so
of
cool,
stuff.
that's awesome.
And then we use it as a tool to help fund local projects and everything too. So we brought in a absolute pile of hats and different clothes and everything like that.
That's cool.
Sold mountains of it,
Yeah.
and then we've sent it to youth sports groups. One of our retirement homes in town needed updated furniture and equipment and everything, so we took some of the proceeds from that
That's
and
awesome.
helped fund new equipment for them. And we need an order because it comes in and it's gone.
You know what?
all
That's
the time.
awesome. Like, seriously.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and then local company who does earrings and signs and a little bit more of the home stuff. So we try to get them all where they'll hit all areas of the
hilarious.
store.
Yeah.
So someone could come and they can literally do a local shop in the store and
That's awesome.
get pretty well everything that they need.
I love that chameleon one.
I'm more confused.
More confused than a chameleon in a bag of Skittles.
There you go.
That's fantastic. Oh my God.
That's Kenny.
That is Kenny.
That's awesome.
That actually is Kenny.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then the last little bit, I don't think I've forgotten anything for now. I almost did. Drinks. So some of the stuff we've got Happy Guts. We've got probably I was gonna say familiar with probably
Yeah.
these guys, and then Fernie Brewing came out with their non-alcoholic beer.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, so we got that in there. Same gig. I mean, this stuff is massive volume.
Young people don't drink
massive
as much
volume.
anymore, right? People like this stuff.
Yeah, and even putting this stuff beside it,
Yeah.
man, well, you can see the difference.
Yeah.
Like it is just unbelievable the way that giving back to the community supports.
Pays back.
And to be that middle person of, yes, we do a lot in the community, but just making it available for people
Yeah.
that when they come here,
Yeah.
they can grab it.
Yeah.
And I mean, lots of people will do that. They'll go, that might be the better deal in terms of pricing. The value's here
Yeah.
because everything else that goes along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it may or may not cost me more money.
Yeah.
But
makes sense.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think it's really good, man.
And then last little bit,
And there's more.
let me move them. So, Crooked Horn, back, they did, I mean, some pork
Oh,
stuff, but
Got it.
so you can buy Longhorn ground beef
Wow.
with us.
Okay.
And it does have a different taste. So a lot of
Okay.
times people will say that too. Does it taste different than
The next
ground
time we
beef or
come,
ground buffs?
we're driving. We'll take my dad's Highlander and coolers.
Wait, no, but we should do
need
the same thing,
coolers.
right? So we did the swing through the interior this summer, right? We stopped in Trail and Nelson and Osoyoos and
Yeah, we
all
did.
those places.
Well,
so-
why couldn't we do, like, could you guys plan it where you stay over? And then we just do
That's
some...
what Pete did with us.
Yeah.
Peter
Yeah.
made us stay
Oh, he
over.
put us
Yeah,
through
do
the
it.
meat grinder.
Oh my God, we
met
saw so many
brands.
people.
Yeah.
So if you want to do, like, honestly,
Yeah, we're
anything
in.
we can do to plug
Yeah. Yep.
local,
Yeah.
I couldn't give two shits about any
Okay.
large company. If
Yeah.
we can plug the local,
Okay.
we're plugging local.
And would you want to do, because I would love it where we host some kind of, say, local dinner sort of thing, where we take...
Yeah,
It's
bring
your
it on,
call.
bring it
And
on.
plus, you know, like we
Yeah.
do this as a living too.
Yeah,
Yep.
Is
yeah,
that, you know, if they need some help or
Yep.
just quick understanding, you know, and maybe, or understanding that, listen, Brian's not bullshitting you. This is why you have to price this. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you can bug him.
Let's do it.
Get
I'm
him
in.
working.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
I just think it's
Listen,
it's.
Peter, I think you've been standing
Oh
still.
man, Peter, I think you better get pitter patter. That's
don't
all I
know
can say
what
to you,
you've
man.
been doing
Pitter
over there.
patter.
Brian's got a T-shirt line, and he's got, you know,
I don't want to say Brian's our new hero, but
secondary
Starting to wonder.
display, and
you know what? I take between Brian and Peter, like seriously, if more grocers did
yeah.
this,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
really impressive. It's really good.
You know, Peter, Brian just stepped away to help an old lady read something on the top shelf.
We're bugging Peter now.
All
Good.
we've been doing is roasting Peter.
Yeah, right on.
We said, we can't even talk to Brian right now. He stepped away to help an old lady get something off the top shelf.
And then paid for everything,
Oh,
too. That's
my
crazy.
God.
Yeah, the guy's so giving.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and I mean, I could talk hours about it. And
You know what? We will come back. We will do.
I would love it.
We
I
will
would
come
love it.
back. I like to. We've talked to Tanya.
Yeah.
About maybe trying to help out there. We were supposed to be here to do
Market readiness
a market
training.
readiness training.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
the Ministry of Ag and BC Food and Bev, but it just went a little sideways.
Okay.
But that's okay because we got to do this, which
Yeah.
I'm super stoked
Yeah.
about. And we told and we'll tell Elisa too because some of these people should probably be members of BC Food and Bev as well.
Yep,
Because there's resources then.
absolutely.
They've got people
Yeah,
they can talk
absolutely.
to help with marketing. Because
Yep.
sometimes you guys have the time. You guys can do this part, but a lot of the back end stuff, it's not your gig.
That's right.
Like what you guys do.
Nor
is
do we
this.
have the time all the
Yeah,
time to
yeah,
do
Oh,
it, right?
exactly.
Like,
And it's not your job. I mean,
Yep.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
your job is to try to get it close to consumers, the
Yep.
end consumer. And
Yep.
that's what you do, and you did
Definitely.
really well.
definitely.
No bad story in this one, buddy boy.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, and like I said, next time let's put a plan together. We'll make
Yep.
it big, and whatever waves we can make wherever.
We're all over it.
I'm totally game. That's super cool. That's super cool.
Just got to keep dragging him out from Ontario. Poor guy's going to be here in BC
Yeah.
more than back home.
I'm good with it. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Ontario doesn't support its guys nearly
No.
as much as
And
they
we'll
should,
drive next
so,
time because
yeah.
you got to do Selma Crescent,
Yeah.
summertime, winter we don't do.
Yeah, winter can be
No.
a.
That's
pain
why I
in the
didn't bother.
ass.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to do it.
Yep. Yeah, and and I would agree too. Like we had our local programs, but like what I always tell everybody is where you go in the country defines local much differently.
Yes.
And even just sticking on that side of the country, if you went to Quebec and you talked about local versus if you went to Ontario and talked
Totally
about
different.
local, it's totally different.
Yeah, 100%.
And the same thing is even the same as the Kootenays versus Vancouver.
Totally different.
People talk about local different. And if you're in the position of the person who's going to sell it, then you got to have a lot of understanding when you're having conversations with suppliers and consumers to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
And say, hey, look, we might want to bring in a honey that's produced here versus a Canada honey. Some people might say, well, that's local to me. It's good enough.
Canada is
It's good
local.
enough.
It's better
Totally.
than not.
Absolutely
It's better
it
than
is.
not.
Absolutely
And
it
it's
is.
local-ish.
Yep,
But
absolutely.
if you
it
can
is.
support local down the street, hey, can go down the street on Payne Road and take a left, that's
Yep.
a different
But
local.
That's
what
a
we
different
really
local.
want is we want bare minimum to be you should buy something Canadian.
Yep.
Bare
If it's
minimum.
the same made in
Bare
Canada,
minimum.
Bare minimum.
Bare
maybe
minimum.
don't buy it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And then that pushes the ecosystem to go. We got to produce. There's cool stuff coming out of the U.S.
Yep.
We need to do that here, right?
Yep.
So that we buy that here, and then you start to get hyper local. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's right.
What I really liked, because I dragged him through the Kootenays. No, not dragged, because it's Kootenays.
No,
so
it was fun.
There's no dragging
It was
in the
really
Kootenays.
fun.
But you know
Yeah,
what? When
good.
I look at what
Yeah.
Kootenay, Ferrero's, and you guys are doing,
Oh, and Peter.
you
too.
carry a lot
I
of.
guess Peter
No, I'm
does
not
some
giving
good
Peter any
things.
credit right now. That's Okanagan.
That's
all-
it. Yeah, that's yeah.
No. Peter will understand that. He's an Okanagan. I'm sorry. They're local. They're local too.
Yeah.
We're talking the Kootenays now. And notice I'm even giving East Kootenay some street cred
That's
here.
right.
I
Because I'm
noticed-
West
I
Kootenays.
noticed.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say nothing. but,
Yeah, I'm
I
all over.
noticed,
I
noticed.
love the fact that the three of you guys, you guys there's an hour and a bit distance, an hour and a half, couple, like you guys carry a lot of similar products. You guys are all supporting
Yep.
the Kootenays.
And
That
if-
seems the local part.
Totally.
Then when you dive down to Creston, and you're in Creston, whole different world. That's
Look out.
fantastic.
Yeah, and a
Love
lot
it.
of times we'll carry a larger assortment of local product than any other retailer in this town. I want to be the destination for everyone to come and shop local.
Yeah.
And if it's available, when it's available, we have it here. But also include some of the other local retailers as well. So there's some things that we won't carry, but we're proud to say we won't carry it because I want you to get it as fresh as possible from the actual fruit
Right.
stand. So don't get it here.
Go to the food stand.
Go there and get it, and you can
Yeah.
talk to the person that picked
Right.
that off the tree
Right.
or pressed it or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it might be. So some of that we'll do that just to say, hey, look, here you go. Consumer, get that whole experience.
It's kind of scary that they're years apart, but Brian and him and Peter are very similar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
you
weird.
guys are.
yeah, very similar. And I mean, just like local, I could talk all day long about Peter too, and tell
He's a
you
wonderful man.
how wonderful he is. That he was born to be
Yeah.
a retailer.
Totally.
Because the guy just.
He's a solid second best.
He's a solid second best next to me.
Yeah, you said it. I didn't say that, Peter. That wasn't me. That was Brian who said
I'm
it.
reading off the cue card that you gave me, though.
Oh my god.
Poor Peter. We should stop doing that.
Yeah.
Actually, this could work into a podcast.
No,
It's
it is
long
a-
enough,
it's an
right?
ep- it's an episode.
Yeah, it's totally
Yeah,
long enough.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
that's
really
awesome.
awesome.
That's
I'm so
awesome.
happy we
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me
I'm
too.
happy you were in the store.
Yeah, me too.
That worked out really well.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm going to text the old man when we get to the car, too.
Do it.
Oh, 100%. You kidding
Say,
me?
hey,
We're gonna send him every display.
we met your
Look,
protege.
Look.
Yeah.